Hey, Dennis?
Yes?
Hey, Dennis. This is Rick with AlphaTrend.io. I saw that you opted in through one of our ads.
Imagine having an AI that books appointment 24/7 without lifting a finger. Well, now it is possible. In this video, I will show you how I built an AI agent that books appointment automatically on your GoHighLevel account. You will see how it works, the tools I used, and also how you can build one for yourself. You see, most businesses, they struggle with speed to lead, which ends up increasing their client acquisition cost. And that's where AI steps in. First, you need GoHighLevel, a CRM that can connect all your leads, all your contacts to an AI voice system. And that system is the masterpiece where it will dial all the new leads the moment they kick in. If you have cold leads, it can call them as well. Best part is not only will it call them, qualify them, and also be able to schedule them directly into your calendar with no overlaps. And by the way, if you don't know who I am, my name is Dennis Rhomays. I run Netzo AI and AlphaTrend.io. And what I do is I help agencies, industry experts, and tech founders leverage AI to scale their businesses. So without further ado, let's dive into the build. All right, well, first and foremost, let's take a look at the funnel and see what we are trying to build here. So most people, most businesses run a funnel like this, a direct response one, where they have ads leading to an opt-in. Once they opt in, they add them to a CRM system, in this case, GoHighLevel, which we have here. And then two things happen. Usually they have an SMS and email nurturing flow to get the lead to respond. And they have an appointment setter doing a triage call to qualify if the lead is ready to go, or if it isn't. If it is, then they book them into an appointment. And once we lock a time with that lead, it's not required, but if you stick until the end, I will show you how to build also the confirmation call, like 24 hours before the appointment, having the setter calling up the lead just to make sure they are there or they are available. Cool. So this is the plan. Now let's take action. With GoHighLevel, we have a very simple pipeline just so we can build flows around it. We'll start completely from scratch here. As you can see, there's nothing here. And for the AI voice platform, I will use Netzo AI. If you're not familiar with it, you can go to netzo.ai. .ai. There you go. And you can find them here. Book an appointment, whether it's through the button here or there, and you can create a free account. All right, so first things first, we'll need an agent to call the leads. We'll need then to send the leads to this platform, and we can then launch a campaign. But before anything else, we want to make sure that we connect the AI platform with the CRM, GoHighLevel. So all we got to do is click here. Let's go to integrations, connections. We see here GoHighLevel. Let's connect. If you're already logged into your account, we'll give you here all sub accounts. You just select it, and then we wait a couple seconds and should be good to go. Perfect. Now, we could also import the GoHighLevel snapshot, but just for the sake of it, let's build it all manually so we can troubleshoot as we go. Now, since this is connected now, let's create the first agent. Let's call it Rick. I want an appointment setter. We can use here a shared US phone collection, which is like a pool of numbers to give us access to right away. Let's call it demo. Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Now that we have it here, we have a basic template here. Let's start by taking a look at a couple of voices. So,
hi there, I'm Joseph, and I'm one of the voices you can use for your AI agent.
This is a cool one.
Hi there, I'm John Beamer, and I'm one of the voices you can use for your AI agent.
Let's see this one.
Hi there, I'm Hope, and I'm one of the voices you can use for your AI agent.
Hi there, I'm Graham, and I'm one of the voices you can use for your AI agent.
Okay, I'm going to use this one, Graham. Cool. Let's save it. Now let's dive into the prompt. So you are a senior advisor in the sales team of alphatrend.io, linguistic programming expert. Your role is to engage with leads to understand their needs, budget, authority, and timeline. Yeah, this is the band criteria, which is a very used sales framework. Regarding our AI client acquisition system, let's change our offer, AI client acquisition or AI funnel system. After that, you should book an appointment with them. Okay, that's cool. That's okay. You can create content, yada, yada. One thing I like to add is do not end the call when a prospect raises an objection. Instead, using Jeremy Miner's NEPQ style. Do not end the call when a prospect raises. Instead, overcome it or handle it using his style. You must handle it. This is not perfect. I could probably like tweak it a little bit better, but all I wanted to do is make sure that it handles the objections. You are a highly intelligent appointment setter and you will convert. Oh, that's cool. Information that we need. Okay, let's ask. Okay, I think this is enough. Context. We got their phone number because they opted in through a Facebook ad. Short description about your business. So, our marketing agency focused on helping service-based businesses solve This is cool. Now, as for the script, always start with, hey, first name. This is Rick with alphatrend.io. Let's do it like this. So you upload in through one of our ads. But yeah, so what specifically about lead generation or client acquisition? What about this doesn't sound very right. So, but yeah, what specifically about your current client acquisition process do you feel is not working as well as it should? Yeah, so I like to start with a very specific question so that it opens up the conversation right away and avoiding getting any yes or no type of answer. Oops. Okay, there we go. Then figure out the rest of the information you need and then move into the appointment. Oh, one thing that I want to add here is specifics. If the prospect's company is making less than so this is just to make sure that we only want qualified prospects, right? So now you're running. Okay, so we got the first line. One last question. Do you see any reason why you wouldn't be able to make it to the call? That's okay. Put to call. Perfect. So let's save it. Now we have our script. So it literally took me like 2-3 minutes tops to get the full script, and we will test it right away. But before, let's make sure we have a calendar connected. So since we already connected GoHighLevel, I can see here my calendar demo. Let's save it. And we could add a knowledge base, but for now I feel that we don't need it. And with variables, we are totally fine. I could use contact business name, like, hey James, or hey, is this James from X business? But for now, let's keep it as it is. All right, so now let's test the agent. All right, my name, number, cool. Let's test it out. There we go, it's calling. Hello?
Hey, Dennis?
Yes?
Hey, Dennis. This is Rick with AlphaTrend.io. I saw that you opted in through one of our ads, the one where we help service-based businesses implement our AI funnel system. But, yeah, which parts of your current client acquisition process do you feel could be working more effectively?
What was the name of the company again?
It's AlphaTrend.io. We specialize in helping service-based businesses improve their client acquisition through our AI funnel system. So which parts of your current client acquisition process do you feel could be working more effectively?
I would say right now our sales conversion rate is not the best, and also the leads could be better.
Got it. Improving sales conversion rates and generating more leads are definitely crucial. Can you tell me a bit more about the type of business you're running?
Yeah, I'm running a roofing business.
A roofing business. That's great. How many leads are you currently generating on a monthly basis?
It really varies, but I would say around 150 to 200 a month.
That's a good number to work with. And what is your average annual revenue?
Why do you want to know?
Understanding your average annual revenue helps us tailor our solutions to best fit your needs. Could you share an estimate of your revenue over the past year?
I'm not sure if I want to share it.
I understand. It's important to feel comfortable with the information you share. Just to give you an idea, knowing your revenue helps us determine if our services are a good fit for your business. Typically, we work with businesses that have an annual revenue of over $100,000. Does that align with your business?
Oh yeah, I'm doing more than that.
Great to hear that. It sounds like we could be a good match. To help us better understand your goals, could you share what you're aiming to achieve in the next 4 to 6 months?
If everything aligns, hitting the 1 million to 2 million a year annual revenue.
That's a solid goal. So your main focus is improving sales conversion rates and generating more leads to reach that target. What is your goal for the next 4 to 6 months in terms of lead generation and revenue?
Yeah, as I said, getting to between 1 to 2 millions a year and getting consistent conversion rate through our whole sales pipeline.
Got it. So you're aiming for consistent conversions and boosting your revenue to that $1 to $2 million range. Let's get you set up with an appointment to dive deeper into how our AI funnel system can help you achieve those goals. Can you share your last name with me?
Yeah, my last name is Rhomays.
Thanks, Dennis Rhomays. Do we have the correct email on file for you? It's dennis@nedzo.ai.
Yeah, that works.
Great. And you're based in San Francisco, right?
No, I'm based in Philly.
Hold on a sec. Thanks for that. Here are a couple of available time slots for our call. Tomorrow, November 27th at 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. Do either of these times work for you?
Can you do a different time?
Unfortunately, those are the only available slots. Would you be able to make it at 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. tomorrow?
Yeah, I can do 9:30 then.
One moment. Perfect, Dennis. Your appointment is confirmed for tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. You'll receive an email with all the details shortly. One last question. Do you see any reason why you wouldn't make it to the call tomorrow at 9:30 a.m.?
No, I should be able to make it.
Great. I'm looking forward to our call and, most importantly, to seeing you get results. Have a great rest of your day, Dennis.
Amazing. You too. Have a good one. All right. So, and it's working. Perfect. Now, next step is really just adding the contacts and building the workflows. So let's get going. So let's go to contacts. Let's create a list. Here, let's call it Facebook leads. Okay, this works. Now we don't have contacts, so we need to add them automatically through GHL. And as for campaigns, we can only create one once we have contacts, but even without contacts, we can already assign an agent to a contact. So let's go in, agree, next. Let's call it warm leads campaign. Agent will be Rick. I don't want to spend more than 20 credits a day. Facebook lead list, and you can call every day. Nah, I don't want Sundays. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. There we go. Finish. So it's here. Now we just need to turn it on. So everything is ready, really. We just need to create now the workflows so that everything works together. So just take a look at, again, this. So we just have the triager trained and ready. Now we need to build, and by the way, the set is already booking appointments. As you can see here, if I go to calendars, it should be, there we go. Here's the calendar, 9:30 tomorrow. Now, we need to connect the CRM with the setter, the AI voice agent in this case. So let's go to automation. And the first workflow that I want to build is a workflow that sends leads automatically to this contact list. Because I want to activate the campaign. I want to get more and more leads as we go to this list. So we need to go to integrations. Now let's go to webhooks, and we want to use adding contacts to a list. Perfect. Copy. Let's go here. Now let's call this from scratch. Let's call it NetZo AI. Add to list. Perfect. We don't need a trigger. We can just add a webhook here. And I just pasted the URL. All we got to do is just follow this image here. Let me put this aside. So this, we need the organization ID and the organization ID and list ID. Cool. So let me grab it here, organization ID. And here we need, there we go, and list. Now let's grab it. It's here. Bam, done. So let's to list. Done. All right, we can turn this on, and we have this one. Now, another one that we want to set up is whenever we want to, let's say we have someone here, as you can see, like on the funnel. After they opt in, what happens if they book themselves automatically? We need to have a safety mechanism. So let's create a workflow that this workflow, which is marked contact is finished, so we can remove them from being from the contact list. So let's go here, scratch. Okay. NetZo AI, remove from list. You can just add a webhook. There we go, paste. Let's check it out. What does it need? Needs the organization ID. Huh, that's simple. So let's just grab this. Here, organization, paste, and saved. Now, from list, Okay, done, save. I know that some people like to have everything jammed together. I like to keep these separate so that then when I have other workflows, I can just send them to different workflows instead of having everything in one major workflow. And lastly, we want to build this one, which is make a single phone call. So while the campaigns call all the contacts automatically and they do the follow-up, it doesn't mean that they will call them as soon as they hit the contact list. Sometimes it can take up a couple minutes. So for that reason, I want to have a single call because that happens instantaneously, or that happens instantly, and then I can add them later to the campaign. So let's go with that flow. So the next flow will be the main one. So let's call it workflow A, new lead. Okay, let's say Facebook. When we get a Facebook form, then let's call it. So let's workflow. Let's add it to the workflow here. Add to list. Let's call it to list. Okay. Now, if we wanted, we could just leave it as it is, and it would automatically call all the leads, right? So it will just add the leads as they come in. It would add them to the campaign, and the system would dial them. But what if I want to make sure that I call them like immediately? Let's say I want to send them a text first, right? Like, hi, first name, just so you opted in one of our ads. What type of when would good call a good time to have a quick chat about funnels. Okay, there we go. Text message. Wait. Let's say we want to wait 5 minutes. And one thing that I want to do is if else, and now here, appointment booked. Now let's do contact. Let's do contact details. Last appointment. It's not empty. Or actually, I like to do it this way. I like to use tags. So tags does not include, let's do appointment booked. Okay. So if it doesn't include booked, okay, add it here. If it did, then we can just workflow and we can remove it from list. So now I can push this, move this up, so I can add it to the list. And if it has the appointment, oh, actually, if it doesn't have this tag, it means that it wasn't booked. Then we can keep it going, and we can send more text and emails. But if it was, then we want to remove from NetZo. Okay, so we want to stop calling it, right? So this is one way. How do we add a tag? We'll get there in a second. So this is cool. Now, if I want to call it immediately and don't even wait for this, I just want to be like more effective, can even add this here. And let me save this first. Webhook, custom webhook. Let me go here and get this, make single phone call. Again, the main difference is this will call them right away, like instantly, while the campaign might take a couple minutes. And since I want to reduce the speed to lead, let's just do it this way and make sure that everything is correct. So this is what we need here. It's this, and then this is optional. First name, last name, email, phone, must be raw, organization ID, and agent ID. Okay, so this could be first name, last name. Let's remove this and do contact. First name. Let's remove one of them. Now let's do last name. Email, phone number must be the raw one. So let's add the raw format. The reason is because the raw format includes the country code, the organization ID. Now, oops, like this. Now let's grab the organization ID, comma, and now agent ID. So like this. Let's grab the agent ID here. Perfect. First, last name, email, organization ID, agent ID looks correct. So let's save this. It should be calling. So, and we can test this in a second. Let me actually see if this works. All right, so, and that's it. So right now, the moment a lead comes in, it's generated. We call them instantly. Then we send them a text message. We could send an email and all that stuff. We wait 5 minutes. Then we add it to the follow-up list. And if they booked up an appointment in the meantime, we'll add the tag appointment booked. So if it didn't book an appointment, nothing changes. We'll keep it on the follow-up. And if they did book an appointment, then we want to remove them from the flow. So that's perfect. Let's turn it on. And we can test it right away. Just see if it works. Okay, there we go. Let's run a test. We can see here that's waiting. So let's just give it a couple seconds. Okay, we see something is missing here. Parameter, first name. Let's double check this really quick. Okay, so let's just quickly troubleshoot it. So first name, T missing. So now I can just go here and remove it. Let's just remove this from the test and let's test it again. Let me refresh the page. All right, let's test it again. Run test. And then all we got to build is the appointment booking and the confirmation. There we go. I know it's working because it's calling me. Hello?
Hey, Dennis?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Dennis. This is Rick with AlphaTrend.io. I saw that you opted in through one of our ads, the one where we help service-based businesses implement.
There we go. So we know it's working. Perfect. This is exactly what we want. And now I will just remove my contact from the workflow. Otherwise, I will get a ton of follow-ups, which I don't want right now. Cool. So perfect. It's working. Now we can even test. We can even go here and see if we have anything. No contacts. That's okay. So we'll test that workflow in a second. Campaign is okay. Let's see recordings. Do we have anything here? Yes, we do. We see here the appointment that we booked.
Hey, Dennis?
Yeah. Oh, this follow up. I'm not sure if I want to
Work for you?
Okay, perfect. And you can see here, the beautiful thing is we can see all this information, like when it was booked, the transcript, contact information. Here we have all of this. Since this was a test call, that's why there's no contact info. Otherwise we would see it here. And then we can do a lot of things with this data. But for now, let me just make sure that we can send contacts here. So let's go to this workflow, add to list. Let's test this workflow with this one, send execution logs. Seems like it. There we go, one contact. Perfect. So that's working as well. And if you go here, actually, let's go here. You can see, oh, I have a couple. I added myself a couple times. Let's keep it here. Let me delete this one. So this was the last one that we added. Let me see what happens when we test the other workflow. Remove from list. So let's test this with this one, run test. Worked. We got it to 100. Perfect. And now if you go to list, there we go, status finished. So we'll not try to call it again. This is perfect, so everything is working. We built all the different integrations. Now it's just a matter of being resourceful and knowing what we want to build, right? So one thing that I didn't build yet is the appointment booking. So let's go with, from scratch, workflow B, appointment booked, trigger, appointment status is confirmed. Okay, and then we can just go here and add a tag, appointment booked. So now I know that whenever an appointment is booked, it adds the tag, and therefore on this workflow in the new lead that we had, if for some reason it is it books an appointment within the first 5 minutes, we'll remove it from there automatically. Or if you want to be extra cautious, what you can do as well is here, just add it here at the end, also workflow, and just for the sake of it, remove it from the list. Bam, done. So cool. Now everything is pretty much built out here. Now, what I would do is create a new agent. I would do just a general assistant. Let's call it Kim. Confirmation. Now, I would have something like, I won't change the script now, just for the sake of time. Probably change it to a different voice and save. The reason why I want a general assistant is because I don't want to book an appointment, nor do I want to do a live transfer. I just want to make sure that I get a confirmation, right? So I would now go here to the workflow. I would wait 1 day before the event. 1 day. And then create another instant call. I wouldn't try to add them to a campaign because I don't think that would make sense. I would just like do a one-shot call. So I would just go here and use this instead. So use a single call here, try to call them. I would probably try to call them twice if they don't pick up, but once is enough for now. So webhook, custom webhook. Do it here, paste. First name here, let's just do contact. I think it's first name exactly, then last name. Okay, let's remove this. Now we are missing it. This, all right. Now organization. Let's do it like this and get the ID from here. Paste. And agent. Do it like this. I think we are missing a column here. Do it like this. And get the Kim agent here. Perfect. First name, last name. Phone number, make sure that it's raw. Contact. Oops, not this one. Do contact raw. There we go. Perfect. Now let's save it, and this would just do a call confirmation. And that's it. So, and if you've been following along all this time, there's only one last step missing, which is how can I send information from my agent to GoHighLevel? So very simply, what I want to do is create, let's say I want to add the notes, right? So I want to create something like start from scratch. Here, NetZo AI, call outcome. And all I got to do is create here inbound webhook. I copy this link, okay? I go to my agent, and by the way, you can use the same link for all the agents. You go to connections, you can see here the calendar below. Let me type this in. Test webhook. Let's go here, let's fetch sample requests, and there we go, perfect. All the information is here. Save trigger. Save. Oops. What's wrong? Yep. Let's do it. Phone. And we can add it inbound trigger phone. Cool. So save. And now all the information is coming in. Cool. And we can, what I want to do is do the same here and go to the other agent and paste it here, right? We'll test the webhook, just make sure that it's sending. See if there's anything else. Check for new. Oh, there we go. Another no. There we go. Perfect. Save. So now that we have all the information coming, I can be super creative. I can do an if else, right? And I can say appointment booked. So outcome of the call. Let's say it's appointment booked. Where do I get this information? So I'll go to the inbound webhook trigger. I'll grab here the outcome, and I go to contains appointments. How do I know this? Because if I go to here to the contacts, you'll see here, oops, to the recordings, you'll see here a list of all the outcomes. I see appointment booked, transferred, deposited. You just make sure that it's like properly capitalized the right way, like capital A, and all the rest should be in small caps. So can just do appointment booked, go one way. Let's say if the appointment was booked, let's add notes. The notes I want to add here, the summary, for example. Let's say I want to say agent name. I can also grab it here, agent name. Let's say I want, and this is cool. I don't think I need anything else. Length, if you want. Call length. And if you want to find it easier, you can have the call ID. Call ID. And then now notes or summary and save. Now we are adding notes. And of course I can do this for appointment booked, or I can do this also for, let's say, not interested, right? Where the outcome contains, let me see how it's spelled, not interested. Okay, so would go here, not capital N, interested, everything small caps, save. Here I can do just copy and paste, and I can even do like stage or opportunity and sales, move it here, or and then I can copy this here and move it to not interested, qualified. Bam. All right, I hope you got a lot of insights out of this one. Make sure to let me know in the comment section below what other use cases you would like to see me build an AI voice infrastructure for. And if you want to join for free our AI Agency Academy, all the links are in the description. Have a good one. Peace out.